one of the other games.
Is that so? Is that
Yeah.
so?
Yeah. I should have considered making you coach more.
Do you think if my availability was full set on this last tournament, I would have dropped as low as I did in the draft this time around? Because
I, I thought you did pretty well last tourney.
password is 12. Just 1, 2. Okay. Let's take a gamer look of what's going on. We have the basic nerd, the Bubbles. Why is Bubbles in this lobby? Bubbles is like moderately good, I would think. Obey Mr. Walrus, Barbarian.
I think other than Leon, most of these players can play on their own.
You know, I think Leon's pretty good, I thought. On Leon Ammo, whatever it is, Eon Ammo, he's like really good. Not good, but like
No, I mean
accessible.
Leon's Leon has the capacity to play on his own, but I do think he needs advice. Last night was not a good night for Leon.
Alright, basic nerd picked Bubbly with no information in chat. He just unpicked Bubbly. Maybe it's two spies. Shameful. Remember, guys. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I lied. Oh my goodness, my teammate is in seat 1.6, not 1.6, sorry, 2.5.
All right,
So that's the red.
Bianca, the dwarf fighter,
Yeah.
probably being coached by Mr. Tom Riddles himself.
Recording happen?
Yeah, we're in the middle of
Okay.
this duo game. Who do you think the coaches are in the West?
I know Oolong is coaching Bubbly. I know that for a fact.
Mm,
I think if all right, let me actually look at the teams. Okay, so it is could be like maybe Ref or Artsy maybe coaching Barbarian.
I didn't
mm.
realize
Probably Ref because he was just on like earlier.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
fair.
realize my mic was out, but yeah, by the way, I think it's anti M1.1 trust. I can already tell.
Okay.
1.2 took so long to pick that.
All right.
It's
Well,
like
Bubbly's being forced on 1-5 now.
Yeah, I think Bubbles is
wait,
a pretty
hold up.
is
What the
playing like a
hell?
spy.
Well, you have to
Okay,
pick Bubbly
so
on 1.5 here now.
I mean, what set just soft resed Bianca, right? On 1.3 because of 1.2.
1.3 has nothing to do with 1.2. Are you thinking that like
I'm using inverse
1.3?
logic. So like because Bubbly wasn't picked on oh, maybe I'm just reading this wrong. I'm looking at the fact that they both off-picked two different people, if you know what I'm saying. So like look, Barbarian and Basic Nerd were off-picked in
Yeah,
1.3.
there are people that think that 1.3 is rezzing Bubbly. I don't think that way. I think it's just a pick.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it's just,
I'd
in my
probably
opinion,
agree
I
with
would think it
Leon
reses
here.
freaking oh no, never mind. I'm
It
wrong.
doesn't res
I'm getting
anybody. I don't think it's just a pick. But
okay.
1.4 is very clearly rezzing Bubbly.
1.4 is
Rezzing Bubbly.
I think this is sort of following basic nerd and setting up a zigzag.
why is this resing bubbly?
Because who's Bubbly's spy teammate?
Okay, I see.
It's not basic nerd because 1.4 will be off picking 2 res.
I
Yeah.
think 1.4 is probably Percy.
Well, I don't know, but
Well, anti 1.1 is dead probably, right?
yes, it's dead by 1.4.
It's very likely.
Hmm.
Adding Bianca's fine. Well, the only let me think a bit about
Uh,
ads.
I think 1.3 is probably the most telling pick on like what the team lines might be.
No, I really don't think 1.3 is that relevant. I think it's just a flip pick, and I really don't think that means
Oh, is it
anything.
really? Let me
Yeah,
check.
it's just picking the other 3 people that were not involved in 1.2.
Hmm.
Plus, it's off picking basic nerd who on picked. It's very, very standard 1.3. Like, it does nothing. 1.4 is the most powerful pick in the games so far.
This is probably a sour potato coach game then. Mm.
On oh
Or does Maxi coach this? I don't know.
wait, who's in the game? Oh, it's Leon.
Yeah.
Well, Leon doesn't VC, so they're probably typing to each other. In which case, it's I don't know. Maxi like it would be like 2 a.m. for Maxi. I don't know if he'd be staying up this
Mm,
late.
yeah,
Bubbly
it's
I mean,
add.
might be a
it's
misdirect.
probably salty then.
Everyone's
That's
just
pretty
adding to
funny.
M1,
Being
by
that
the way.
salty, Leon.
Yeah, I mean, adding to M1 is fine. I think the only suspicious one is 2.1 because like Ope is not an add to M1 plus 1 M2 hammer because of 1.4. So I think he's better off picking like ooh. Actually, I don't even know what Ope would pick on 2.1. Probably Set and Bianca is what I would pick on 2.1 in his position.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a done game if M2 is clean.
It is clean, apparently.
Who's coaching Ope? I'm very surprised they have him not accused. Like it
If
could
he's a
be E, it
spy,
could be JSM, it could be Wang, it could be Xanderhawk. I don't know if Z123 would coach.
I don't know.
dude,
I think.
1.4 should just die if that's clean, by the way.
I mean, 1.4 can technically be Percy to 1.1.
Okay, well, Barbarian should pick right hand side. I think is the most standard.
Yeah, I think that's a fair pick.
What else does he have? I guess he square. This also exists, I guess. Yeah, I don't hate this either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anything with like
This is also a good on one team.
the bubbly
One,
works.
actually, you could pick this over right hand side because M2 succeeded. If M2 failed, you're picking the right hand side always, just to prevent double spy hammer possibilities. But it succeeded, so you have more opportunity to just pick things. Yeah, I probably would have still picked right hand side on 3.1, but I don't know his role or like what's going on.
I mean, I do think this is sort of like saying Bianca setting up a team for
Oh,
basic
it
nerd.
passed. Uh-oh. Okay.
Well,
If M2 fails, I think basic and bubbly should be on, or probably the 2 res.
are spies not hunting or is M2 dirt? Why was that approved instantly?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I think everyone is very passive.
if M2 fails, I'm pretty sure you just declare Leon Bubbly of basic as all 3 res, spy obey, and figure out between the other two, between Bianca and Barbarian, because 2.1 is just really poor, and
It's abysmal.
it could be trying to keep a co-spy on in Barbarian. Okay, everyone rejects to repeat M2, that's fine. Well, they don't really have any personal reasons as to who would float that M2 because I don't really play with any of the players on there.
I'm curious as to
Okay,
how
sorry.
basic would navigate if M2 is dirty.
Okay. People want Bubbly and Bianca together. Yeah, I'm thinking M2 is probably
Well, they're
just
just
gonna
picking a subset. It doesn't really matter what they pick. Bianca is essentially like actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean Bianca is the PR on this team.
something tells me that M2 is gonna fail, and it might just be
Yeah, I have a feeling it's failing as well. If it succeeds, then okay. Is it succeeding on zigzag?
Basic Nerd
Yeah,
says
Okay,
I
okay,
guess
that's
it is
fine.
just
Yeah,
big.
actually, okay. Yeah, I was okay. 2.1 was poor, but he should be accusing it. He gets away with it because of
Yeah, I
1.4
mean,
things.
yeah, I can
All right,
see a
well,
direct
who's the other
line
spy?
between
Is it
Bianca
Leon
and
or Basic? It's
Basic.
probably
it probably
Leon.
literally is just set because of the reject. I think Basic Nerd is a res during
Well,
the
no,
game.
Seth's rejecting two. If Seth's res, he rejects a 4.5 and gets M5 hammer. His rejected 4.3
Oh,
is completely fine.
yeah, you're right. I guess they gotta wait till we see what they say.
Okay, well, 1.4 is a strong. Well, it depends on who it is between set and basic, but 1.4 is the strongest. But like literally any of them could be Berlin.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I would in a game like this, I would probably just shoot 1.4.
Yeah, I probably
I
also
got
shoot 1.4. Well, I don't know. They're not. Oh wait, it's duo, so we actually have to here. Well, I'm
basic.
assuming that it's set Morgana, in which case, um,
Well, yeah, because I think what is it? They were following Basic Nerds 1.1. Like, that's essentially how you get Zig, assuming Barb is res.
yeah. Well, I'm no. I
Well,
mean,
no,
it could be
because no,
anti-Obey basic as well. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
our correct on one's team too. So
We don't know until we see what we see. I guess
yeah, I don't know. I think 2.1 is weak, and I'm surprised that a coach is just letting them do that.
he could have just picked it, and the coach was like, "Well, that might not be the smartest," and
That is also possible. He could have just ignored his coach. But then Square getting apped. It might just be like someone to Bianca.
I'm not. Well, I literally have no idea why Square gets apt too. Yeah, like none of the spies are even trying to hunt, which is really weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you should just reject that and just squeeze out. You out spy by rejecting like weird things like that. But actually, Barbarian to Bianca and Set maybe would explain Square over right hand side.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean any of them can be Merlin. I think you can just pick one, then probably just pick the one that wins the game, being Bianca. Okay, well, if Bianca's actually,
Well,
what do you even pick if you're a VT in Bianca's seat?
We
I don't
can.
actually know.
well,
Can we
1.2
mention?
is actually, or 1.4 is just a flip pick of 1.2 as well.
Are we allowed
It's
to in
actually
this
not that
commentary
deep.
mention who coaches are?
You can mention who coaches are. Do you know any?
Oh, I mean, I know my coach. I mean, the coach for Bianca. That's it.
Whose team is that on? That's on
Tom.
Tom's. Oh,
It's
I
just
mean,
done right.
you guys can
is it
probably
just
assume who it is.
it's not it could be Ben.
It is not Ben.
It's okay. That's probably just Tom.
It is not Tom.
Oh, Dave, Dev.
It's
Yeah.
Dev. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Dev.
Dev.
Okay. Hold on. I got a DM from somebody.
I mean, this recording's not going to come out until after game's over. We can probably expose coaches.
All right. Time to expose the coach of Basic Nerd. It's obviously Morgan Stern.
Stern. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't be surprised. No, actually, no, I can't say that because I don't think Bianca to basic makes sense, and I really don't like 1.4 as a VT. I will
Bianca
say,
to
imagine
basic.
it.
Let me think about that.
Imagine Basic Nerd being freaking Merlin, and his coach is Morgan Stern, who typically outs Merlin, and he's just picking clean. He's like, "It's
Well,
okay, Basic."
hang on.
It's
Let
like
me
the
think about Bianca to
easiest.
Stern for basic.
Bianca
Bianca
to
Wait,
basic is like the easiest Percy Merlin line right there, in my opinion.
let me think about it. Well, 1.4.
Because you
The reason
know,
the reason why the reason why Square gets approved is because it has 2 VTs in the spies, and neither of the spies are properly hunting. Literally.
like, yeah,
Oh no, I mean it could just be like if sets Morgana, then someone's Percy to basic someone on Square could be Percy to basic, someone on Square could be Percy to Bianca. Like
Yeah.
the only lines you could really like sort of rule out is Barb to Bubbly and Bubbly to Barb.
yeah, that's probably the only
Barb
one.
to Bubbly is obviously picking right hand side. And Bubbly to Barb,
Hey, my app
Bubbly to
just
Barb is
surveyed.
like possible, but
And Bubbly to Barb, why is 1.4 existing, by the way? If like that's a
and Bubbly
VT
to Barb. Well, I
picking.
mean 1.4 could just be like a VT just picking a crazy pick and being right. That's the issue.
Well, no, 1.4 is just trying to res themselves because what is it? Because 1.2
I mean, you
does
know Dev isn't doing that, by the way.
the
1.4.
Dev is not gonna make Bianca res themselves, if anything.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I think if I'm
Bianca
in,
is literally try hard enough that I know she's gonna listen to what the coach says. Like
well,
Dev
if I'm in
Barb.
Bianca's spot, I'd probably off pick Obey Basic, or maybe even just yeah. That's what I would probably do. I'll probably off pick Obey Basic instead of Obey Barb, because that's like you're flip picking 1.2, but you're taking off Bubbly for Basic because Basic on picked her, and so she doesn't off pick Obey Basic. Um,
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
Buffy's
it
more
can be
likely to
anything
be
really. I think
PT.
the only line you can kill is Barb to Bubbly, and that's about it. Like any of the other 9, I don't actually know how many lines there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 lines, so you have 11 more lines that are possible.
Alright, Morgana, it's time for you to out. Oh, we still have 3 minutes of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Morgana.
Minutes of entertaining
Watch
ourselves.
basic flip Morgana, and we just have to reanalyze everything.
Uh,
I would be like, okay, cool.
so then we would just
Fair
say
enough.
it's Bianca, right?
Okay. Well, let's just vaguely entertain. Let's say basic is Morgana, and it's that.
All right, let's
Left hand
see.
side bubbly.
Basic
Does
Morgana.
that bring up Bubbly to Barbarian at all?
Bubbly to Barb. If
Yeah,
basic is Morg.
yeah, I
Yes.
think that's possible.
Um. Yeah, it's possible. There's also Barb to Bubbly if basic's Morg as well, which is why you would avoid right hand side.
Man, but I'm already like telling myself that it literally can't be basic nerd because if it's basic and obey 2 spies, 2-1 and 2-2 are both like legitimately resigning the game.
2-2 is
Are
fine.
they not?
2-1. 2-2 is fine. If you pick anything else, you're out in PR and you probably get
I
self
mean,
spied.
if I'm in basic nerd spot, I know it's probably fine to like just add myself to M1, right? But like, man, I'd be panicking so hard because my co-spy didn't do anything. You know
Honestly,
what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think
Like,
Basic Nerd can be a spy this game because
I mean, I don't know. 2.2, like you just have to pick it always, regardless of what happens to 2.1. 2.1 is weak.
yeah.
Actually, how
just don't.
fast did that get picked? Let me look. 1.1 succeeded almost instantly. I mean, let me turn on seconds timestamps. Okay, in 8 seconds he just self-added.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it
Yeah,
could just be a
2.1
player
was
adding it, just not talking to the coach. I would have
Bro,
accused.
he
yeah.
added himself to a clean mission, man. I don't know. There's like
Yeah,
there's no information you can even glean from that because he just insta self-added.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely should have changed
It's
it.
unironically just screaming to me that he didn't listen to his coach. That's all that tells
Well,
me.
maybe I mean it's either that or his. Well, it also depends on who his coach is. Like if his coach is wait, what team is he on? He's on team 2, and well, I mean, if it's a coach who thinks that not picking M1 is accusing M1 outright, then it's like okay.
I mean,
But the way I
2.1
play it,
should be accusing M1 though.
well, it should be accusing M1 plus M2 hammer. Like the way I play
Yeah.
M2s is if you're not picking M1, this means you're accusing M1 plus M2 hammer. But if you have someone say like salty potato, if you don't pick M1, she would think that you're accusing M1 outright.
Yeah.
And so there's technically no reason for him to dislike M1 outright, but M1 plus M2 Hammer is just not a team you can pick because of 1.4. It depends on how Obey plays or who Obey's coaches.
Yeah, I guess
But
off
like a majority of the
picking.
players on the site assume it's accusing M1 plus M2 Hammer.
I guess off picking is it
Well, off
2.5?
picking is weird because
It is
you
weird, but
because
it
you're
does
not
give
like
his spy partner a chance to accuse M1 as well.
I don't know. I really dislike when people just off pick M1 plus M2 Hammer because you're not like you're just saying you don't like it, but you're not then following it up with additional people you might think are res. Like if I'm an Obey spot, right? So and Obey is
Yeah.
trying to build a team with Bianca. He the only like with 1.4, he's being told that Barb is a spy, and then 1.2 is being told that Bubbly is a spy. But then Basic is on picking Bubbly, so it's like you don't really have a team with Bianca. So like
Yeah.
you should probably. Hmm. Well, okay, you can't pick M1, and you also can't pick Bianca. So what do you pick? Do you just pick like
Probably just pick Barb plus
set? No, no. Well, you can't pick Barb without Bubbly. I think you probably pick like Bubbly Basic or Bubbly Set.
I don't know. I mean, I think in that situation, because
Okay,
he
Set
might
is
have to just claim a PR in that situation because he's being spied by the entire table essentially, positionally.
All right, so we were right about basic nerd being res. Cool.
yeah, that was likely because of the votes and whatnot.
I mean,
And
I'm just gonna stick with reading off.
Basic probably would have apped 4.1.
I'm probably gonna kill basic. Not basic. Bianca's still here, almost always. I don't see.
Yeah, 1.4 does win the game, but there's just a chance it's just a VT just picking random.
Yep.
Oh, what do they have? Here's what they have. I think ruled out Barbarian Merlin. He he never unmerlins, but he does have like only one person who's not Percy to him. So like everyone has three Percys, and Barb is the one with two. Combos: Bianca Barb to Bubbly, Bubbly to Bianca Basic. Okay, so basically everything. Leaning away from Basic. Let's look for Sean Bianca Bubbly have precedent. Okay, they want to shoot Bubbly. Okay, hang on.
I
All right,
have a preference.
Barb to Bubbly is not aligned because you would just pick right hand side over square. Bianca to Bubbly. Um,
I don't like
hmm.
Bianca to
Yeah.
Bubbly.
Yeah,
I
Barb
think
to
Bianca to
Bubbly does just pick
Bubbly
RHS.
is
Wait, let me think about it
kind.
first.
Okay, well, if Bianca's coach thinks that 1.3 is resing 1.2, then you can maybe argue that 1.4 is fine because you like have the quote unquote Merlin solve. That could be the line of reasoning that they go with, in which case that's how they get the Bubbly pick. So if that's the line of thought, then Bianca Bubbly is maybe like possible.
Actually, unironically, like 1-4 doing.
Well,
Did
1.4 is forcing Barb to pick Bubbly.
does Dev as coach
Well,
can
unironically,
convince
if
his
I actually
player
could
to
see
out
Bianca.
Merlin again?
You know, Quinn. Now that you mentioned that, I can actually see Bianca being Percival to Bubbly doing that then, because they
Yeah,
could
I mean,
either.
it just depends on who the coach is and whether they think 1.3 is resing 1.2.
If M1s are correct, right, and basic on picked Bubbly, right? So in other words, this is
Yeah,
basically saying from Bianca's Percival POV, that would be correct mission, right? So let's say basic picked a res, right? That means Bubbly
yeah.
picked next, and then off picked Bianca with the assassin. So now Bianca knows that like Bubbly's team is just zigzag, so then she like forces Barbarian to commit on Bubbly's team. Like
Yeah, like
Um,
Zig was set up very early on
I think it's maybe not right to check that first. I think you would check Leon's team first.
because as
And I think
uh,
you would probably be off picking Obey Basic, and then Barb would pick. Oh, but then Barb would still pick Bubbly in that, I think. Okay, maybe like no matter what you
yeah,
do
I
on
mean,
4, Bubbly just gets picked anyway.
yeah,
yeah,
because basic on picks Bubbly, so Bubbly always has more res
Okay, all
stuff
right.
to
What are the
hit.
other ones? Then? Bubbly to Basic. Um, sure, no reason not. Like, it's possible. Bianca to Basic. I think
Okay, so Leon is saying it's not Bianca and not Bubbly. Oh yeah, okay, so they are saying it's in
okay, well,
Barb
Bubbly's
Basic.
Percy. I mean, I don't know if basic on picks Merlin's as Percy.
Set was ruling out Bianca as a shot, saying that 1/4s are necessarily strong, but they have lacks of Percival's.
I don't think they have lack of Percival at all. I think they have Barbarian as very likely Percival.
I mean, yeah, squared insta apt and right hand side's not picked.
Bianca to Bubbly is a valid combo. It's possible, but it's just like weird. I'd be very depressed that they actually shoot like Merlin here because there are so many lines that work.
Okay, they VT'd
B
Basic
and
and
R.
Barb. Okay.
Really? Okay.
Oh man,
I'm not,
50-50.
I don't understand the chat that's going on here.
I mean, they clearly don't know because there's just so many lines.
Because like they've immediately contradicted themselves. They went from like saying it's not Bianca and it's not Bubbly,
I
saying
think their logic,
Barb
by
and
the way,
Basic are two Barb.
is like reversed. Because Seth said they don't like to shoot Bianca because of lack of Percival's, and said I don't think Bubbly is Merlin either because they have lack of Percival. Same
I think
thing.
Bianca's only Percy is like Bianca. That's it. And even then, I think that line is possible but weird. So I probably would let Bubbly live. Also, Bubbly was just on pick to 1.1, so they just could
About
just. What about who?
he's asking about his 4-2. No, I'm just talking about chat. He said, "Well, what
4-2 is
about?"
normal. They don't need to look at M2s at
No,
all.
that's what I'm saying. Unironically, I was gonna say 4-2
Or
is
M4s rather. They don't need to look at
completely
M4s at all.
irrelevant.
Yeah,
You only
M4s are
look at
completely irrelevant.
3.1 probably, since like you both approved it and both people on mission also approved, right? So like why does Bubbly and why do Barbarian both approve it? Um if there is anything to read out of that, and then you just read 1.4, like why is 1.4 picked? I think.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I don't like Bianca to basic either because wait, I had a reason and I lost it. Hold on.
I don't know, I just feel like that's the
No,
most
okay,
obvious
never mind. My
one.
reasoning was wrong.
Who's 2.5 Bianca, right? No, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hang on, I had a reason that dislike a line.
It really theoretically does not matter. I don't think. Bianca as Percival to literally anyone works, I think, besides Barbarian, right?
No, it still
Um,
works with Barb, because Barb can pick anyone.
No, no, no. I'm
well,
saying like
1.4 is forcing
specifically.
a bubbly pick.
Like, yeah, that's true. If Bianca's Percy to Barb. Because you probably can't pick Basic over Bubbly.
Okay, what was Set's pick? Set
No,
picked
you cannot. You can never pick basic. You have to pick
basic
bubbly.
Barb.
Yeah. So I guess it's
Well, they all
always
begin with B. All of their names begin with B. I'm tilted.
I like
that's how
how
you know
all
they're
re
the right
wait, I
team.
just realized all res are the B names.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm just getting lost in combos because they all begin with B. I'm just forgetting things.
Holy shit, it's funny.
It's
I even
fake
realized that.
confidence, okay? It's fake confidence.
I think it's bubbly, to be honest.
I think Bubbly's only Percy is Bianca. I would shoot Bianca and just think it's Barb to Bianca.
I think Set has
Just because Square was picked over right hand side. That's the only reason. I would shoot
I
I
really
Bianca
hope
here.
it's not
I
Basic.
legit did think that they're shooting between the both VTs right now.
The only line that you can kill is Barb to Bubbly, and that's it. That's the only line. Anything else flies.
I'm
Alright.
Alright,
so
what does it
reading
do? They
Bianca to
should
bubbly.
basic or Barb.
Yeah, I
I
think they're shooting
mean, basic
basic.
can exist for pick and res 1.1,
I
I
hope
think.
he's not, but I don't know, I see a really strong
Morgan
MCL
Stern as
player.
Merlin. Morgan Stern, Merlin coaches. He
Yeah.
did. He did, bro. That is crazy. Oh my god.
1.4 was VT.
It was
Okay,
slightly
Bubble League's
cheating.
1.4 was VT. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's really sad, the shot, like, cause there were no Unmerlins and lines exist everywhere.
Yeah,
And
but yeah, I mean, Zig was just, I think, Basics team.
Bro, the logic, man. They had correct logic, but I don't see how that's the logic they came to. Like, I would not think that at all.
well,
I would think the
it's
complete
it's
opposite.
RNG. You were just shooting any one of the four. Like you
No,
cannot rule them.
yeah, but I mean, their logic for ruling out who Merlin wasn't is like, I thought that their opinion was very wrong, and I said something different. But like,
Yeah.
they still use that logic to shoot Merlin, which is fucking crazy.